Let's see what he can do. There's home run number 1. That one's out of here and into the second deck. A majestic home run. Three minutes to go. That's number 4 in a row. That's gone into the bullpen. Two minutes remaining. And that one's gone into the second deck. See you later. That one's in the bullpen. 1 minute remaining. Thirty seconds left. There's number 8. Hitting first in this championship round, number 99, Aaron Judge. There's home run number 1. Home Run Derby champion, Aaron Judge.
Almost set for evening baseball from Great American Park in Cincinnati. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Luis Castillo, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Josh Harrison stands in, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Softly hit out to short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, to see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things. Going to open up with this next at bat.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier as he sends it on the ground to first. The second for one on Devato, a double play. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Nero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign, but they can score in a variety of different ways. They got guys with great approaches, and they try and move and manufacture runs as well as they can. Be on the lookout for the little things today.
Here's Starling Marte, and as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Schebler is after it, and that's the third out. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. Bartolo Colon will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
You always have to look out for a guy like Joey Votto. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Throw into second. time, and he's in there with a double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Zero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, guys, I'm interested to take a look at this team. In game 1 of this road trip right now. They have to play better. They took it on the chin, recent homestand, only winning 2 games. But I'll tell you what, today they're putting a guy out on the mound that can execute down and away. I look for him to set the tone.
Another 0-2 home. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Scott Schebler. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. No balls and a strike to count.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Peraza stands at second with 2 gone. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep them out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. And ready for his first at-bat. Corey Dickerson, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. First pitch coming, here it is. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now, so the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Digging in, Josh Bell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Goes the other way as this is line to left, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Here's Gregory Polanco as he'll go after
the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see two different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Gregory Polanco is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at a ball down. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Freeze is a batting line residing in the 230s.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is a norm for this ball player.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Scooter Gennett, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
First offering on its way. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Hit sharply on the ground. Gloved by Harrison. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning.
Batting 7, left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Stepping up now, Adam Duvall. His past battles with Bartolo Colon, he's gone 2 for 8. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, Dero, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance. Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Here comes the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Digging in now, Bartolo Colon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike one. Third inning, no score to this point. Towards second. And this is taken for the out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman.
Settling in now, Josh Harrison. He singled to open up the ball game.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
1-0 the count. 2 out, nobody on. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. The 1-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Jeanette is there. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first. Into the box, Devin Mesoraco as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. On the ground to the left side. And that's through for a hit. So it's a leadoff base hit, and it makes for a good start to the inning for Cincinnati.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
The throw pulls him off the bag. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Coming to the plate now, Guillermo Vasquez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. In there, and it's 0-1.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have 2 options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out.
Hold on now, that ball is down and could score a run. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Oh, and he struck him out. A big strikeout there with the bases loaded, and that's the first out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So 1 gone now in the Cincinnati third, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. No balls and 1 strike. Mesoraco on third. Castillo over at second. Vasquez at first. 1 gone. Hard hit ball to second. To second for 1. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. 3 innings in the books. Still no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Frazier. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Mesoraco shading to his right. 1 down.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Ready for another chance? Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Tapper up the line. Barehanded at his knees. How about that?
The batter, left fielder, Corey.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom. Now to the plate, Scott Schebler comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Center fielder, Scott Schebler.
And he falls behind 0-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Marte will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Into the box now, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Now in the box, Josh Bell, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. And there's out number 1. Ready now, Gregory Polanco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
So digging in now, Francisco Cervelli looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Hit out towards second. Jeanette has it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Pirates leave one. Halfway home, still no. Striding into the box, Adam Duvall, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. And that misses for ball one.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around first, digging for two. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak there.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, pitcher, Luis Castillo.
So here now is the pitcher, Luis Castillo. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corner.
Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Line towards center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter. And here's Jose Peraza, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Sent toward first. And he is out on the tag. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Bartolo Colon. They'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Schebler patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
The batter, number 5.
Josh Harrison stands in. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
Here's Starling Marte.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Flip of his glove for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out. In is Joey Votto now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Ready once again, Scott Schebler. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. And he gets ahead 0-1. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Hit to first. Bell scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Scooter Gennett. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this will find the wall now over near the 325 sign. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch down the first baseline. Gennett at second with 2 down. High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Line towards center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, he was almost out of the inning. The last 2 batters showed him that you can't lose focus on the mound, even if you get 2 quick outs. Back-to-back doubles shows you just how quickly things can get away from you.
2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. There's a swing and a high fly ball out to left field. This ball's got a chance, and this one is gone.
He must have had a big old country breakfast this morning, pal. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, he had the right idea trying to bust him inside, but that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
The catcher Devin Mesoraco stands in, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Fouled off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Digging in once again, Corey Dickerson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Great changeup there in the dirt for the third strike. Mesoraco corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out. Stepping in, Josh Bell. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now. Here's Gregory Polanco. First two men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air out to center field. Schebler is in pursuit. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Now batting, third baseman, David Freese.
At the plate, David Freese. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. He's set. Here it comes. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. The relay throw, and the relay throw is right by him at third base. And now they'll get the third out here, but it won't come until the run has already crossed the plate on the play, and the inning will draw. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luis Castillo. He's been great.
Leading up for the Reds, pitcher, Luis.
Josh Smoker gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Popped him up. Harrison ranging into shallow right. One out.
Now batting, right fielder.
At the plate, Guillermo Vasquez. He singled his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. We're in the seventh now. 4-1 our score to this point. Fly ball out toward left center field. Dickerson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Jose Peraza. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. And Freese will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put two men, maybe three men, put some pressure on this defense.
Standing in, Josh Smoker, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. One there. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the one. So the Pirates batting with Harrison. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for one. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. In is Joey Votto now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Fastball that just misses inside. Here's a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
So he sets him down swinging. Joey Votto becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. And he lays off there 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Scooter Gennett, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Grounded up the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an in. Raisel Iglesias takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. That'll bring in Adam Frazier. Brandon Phillips is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. His average sits at 296 entering play. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. Bouncer to the left side. Peraza is up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. There's the look at the final line for the Reds starter. He was great all night long. Ichiro Suzuki will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1. This is flared out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
In now, Corey Dickerson, as a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Now at the plate, Josh Bell. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it Locks him up for strike one. The 0-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Struck him out, and it's good night, Pittsburgh.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Cincinnati used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never...
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. In the National League Central, Luis Castillo got the win, number 7 thus far, as Cincinnati got the best of the Pirates. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League.